Good morning. How is everybody today? I hope you're all doing well. So today I have just a very small Goodwill haul. Nope, I take that back. It's a Savers haul. I went there yesterday for just a little while. Didn't find a whole lot of things, but I just figured that I would share what I got. So take a sip of coffee. It's about like 9:30 right now, so I'm just trying to enjoy the day. A happy Memorial Day to everybody, and if you are currently or have served in the military, then thank you for your service. I have to show you this cute cup. I think I showed this in another video of mine about how adorable with the little bee on it, and then it has one like sitting right there. I think that is so cute. So anyways, let's get into the haul. Like I said, it's not very much stuff, but just figured I'd show you what I got. So the first thing I got, excuse me, the first thing I got, and I think I already own one of these, and it might be in I have a really tiny little storage unit, and it might be in my storage unit because I don't have it in this house currently, but I seen it and I was like, you know, I'm a saver of all things vintage, so when I seen it I was like, oh well, if I already have one, I have one, but another one isn't gonna hurt, right? So I got this cool thermos, this vintage thermos. It's very clean inside. It is True Test, made by Aladdin Industries out of Nashville, Tennessee. So yeah, I just loved the graphics on it, and like I said, I think I do own another one just like this. I paid $7.99 for this. Has the little Aladdin emblem right there, if you can see that. And then this is the part you would use to drink out of. It has the stopper, and then the inside was very clean. So I thought, well, for $7.99, you know, you don't see these too often anymore. So I just figured I would pick it up, and I love the colors. Obviously, you've seen the other stuff that I've gotten, like the plaid picnic basket and the water jug. So I think I'm just going to put this up there with those items just because it has a similar color scheme to it. All right, and the next thing I got was this little jar. I don't really know what this is for. It just says daffodils on the bottom. But I thought it was really pretty, and it does have daffodils in the glass, and then it unscrews. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this. I might put like my dry rice in it possibly. I paid $4.99 for it, but I just thought that was really pretty, and I love the orange lid. So yeah, so I thought I would maybe use that to store some dry goods in. And then I also got a pair of earrings. I thought these were kind of cool looking. They were $1.99, and they just look like that. They're just like these little post, I don't know. I just thought they would be kind of cool. So I got those. And then I got some scrubs. I work in a dermatology office, so I needed some more scrubs. You know, I like to change them out, you know, every day or every other day. So I got a pair of pants, just long pants. They have pockets in the sides. I don't really know what brand this is. Oh, Cherokee. It says iFlex Cherokee, so that's the brand. And I paid $4.99 for those pants. They just have like a stretchy waist. Hopefully they're not too big, because it says they're a medium, but I don't know. They almost seem like they might be a little stretched out, so we'll see. I don't know. And then I got a jacket. It's also Cherokee. I also paid $4.99 for it. Just a zip-up jacket with pockets. Scrub jacket, just because sometimes in the office it gets cold with the air conditioning going. So this is also in a medium as well. So yeah, and I mean, it practically looks brand new, so that's cool. I'm okay with that. And then I I got the scrub top, which this is by a brand called Mandala. So a different brand, but the dye lots were exactly the same for the pants and the top. So just like that, pretty simple. Nothing too crazy. This one was $6.99. I don't know why the top was that much more, but whatever. That's Savers for you. And then I also got a pair of jeans. This is by the Cancun brand, and I paid $9.79 for these jeans. I like the distressing, and yes, I like skinny jeans, but I just loved the all that distressing on it. Just looks cool, I think. And then that's the back. So yeah, I've lost a little bit of weight lately, so I've been kind of trying to find a couple pairs of jeans that are just a bit smaller so that, you know, I don't have to like completely change out all of my stuff, but just get a couple pairs, because I feel like my weight goes up and down all the time. So if you're a woman, you can probably relate. Okay, so the next thing that I got, I don't really know what this is, so if somebody knows, I'm guessing it probably goes over like a small end table, but it's this crochet thing. It's just kind of oblongish, roundish kind of crocheted thing with all this cool like fringe on the bottom, and I paid $4.99 for this. I think I'm gonna drape this over. I don't know if I showed you guys that chair or not, but anyhow, I'm gonna drape this over this like brown velvet chair that I have. It's like the same color as this, so I think that will look kind of cool, just like draped over like that. So yeah, I don't know, it was like in the section where like the towels and I don't know what else, washcloths and stuff were, so I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, but I'm assuming it maybe went over like a really small round end table or something. But I just thought it was cool, and I love Afghans. I love, you know, this color combination. So okay, and then I also got a full length Afghan blanket. I paid $10.99 for this. I think, let me see, yeah, $10.99. So I got this one, and it's quite long. There's a tag like hooking it right here, so I can't open it all the way up yet, but I loved the color combo on this, the greens and the oranges and the browns. This is kind of the coloring of my living room, dining room. So yeah, and it's in great shape. It doesn't have any weird smells to it. That's the bottom of it there. So yeah, I love these. Whenever I see these and can pick them up, I do, and they're great like lap blankets for when you're sitting on the couch, like watching TV or reading. I have one over my couch right now that has a similar color scheme to it. I also have a couple other ones too, and there were actually two more there when I was looking too. They had a blue one that was really pretty, and then one that was like brown and cream and like a pinky mauve color, which was beautiful too, but unfortunately none of those really go with my color scheme, so I left those for somebody else. But this one definitely was coming home with me. Now I wish it would have been a little more a little cheaper, like $6.99 instead of $10.99, but I don't know, I think the price of antiques is just going up, and so it's kind of one of those things like if you see it, you just got to get it, because otherwise it's going to be gone. And the last thing I got was a towel. Now, a lot of people are very controversial when it comes to towels. I don't know. For me, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, if you think about it, if you go stay at a hotel, you're using towels that everyone else has used. They just wash them. So I don't really have an issue with it. I mean, I bleach everything, color safe bleach, hot water, you know, so I'm not too worried. But I really liked the coloring of this towel. Unfortunately, it's not vintage. It looks vintage. Like, that's what made me buy it, because I love the color of it. It's like a mustard color, and it has this cool design here, but the tag is actually, BB. So I was a little disappointed that it wasn't like a vintage tag, but I really liked it. And there was only one, but it's in really good shape and it's very soft. I don't know, it doesn't really even look like it's been used hardly. So I picked that up for $5.49. So I really like this here. And that's one thing I want to try to find is more vintage towels because I really love the design. They had one more vintage towel there that was pink, and it would have gone with some of my, because I do have some pink in my bathroom, but it was like a weird size. Like it wasn't a hand towel, and it was like too skinny to be a body towel. So I don't really know what kind it was, but it was vintage. It was a Canon brand, pink. It had these really cool designs on it that I'm pretty sure my mom used to have those towels like back in the 80s. And so I was kind of like debating, like, do I get it? But what could I use it for? Because it's too big to be a hand towel and it's too tiny to like wrap around you. It was a weird size. So I don't know if it was like for your hair, maybe. I'm not really sure. But I decided to just leave it behind because I'm like, I'm not really sure what I'd do with it. So, but anyways, I wanted to show my shirt too because it probably looks weird with these things sticking up. But it's basically a hand with like these like turquoise rings on it, and it's, yeah, so I was like, in case you're wondering like what is this, that's the design. But anyhow, so that was my haul for today. I know it wasn't anything really that big, but I just wanted to show the few things that I got, and I hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.